What are MJ Demarco's religious-spiritual beliefs? See title. I did not see it on his bio and did a search but nothing notable came up. Not sure if it has been posted here. If so, please leave link to thread. That was a very awkward first post. It's none of your business, it doesn't matter, who cares? Why? What's the reason, you're asking? Is there a personal problem that you're trying to solve? Or a question that you have about your own life that you want answered? I'm not asking to be dismissive. I genuinely want to know how we can help you find what you're looking for. Why does this matter to you? This forum is about business and entrepreneurship. Just finished his second book and quite a few of the concepts he mentions reminds me of something. Neither. In his bio he answered every other question but that one. He said he could write a book about it, so I wanted to know if it has a name. If he does not wish to share, that's fine, I only ask. Last I checked, the title of this section of the forum is, literally, named General Mindset, Motivations and not Business and Entrepreneurship. Maybe that explains why I am asking a question about this forum's creators system. If you need a more in-depth explanation, let me know. Perhaps I could try make it even more simple for you two to understand. Maybe spell it out letter by letter so you can see each letter individually and string them together. Hello. I just asked MJ as we are traveling together on a private jet towards Las Vegas. He said he's a practicing Christian that attends Sunday church every weekend and believes in ghosts. Hope that helped you. Hallelujah. Lol, if this is serious, thanks and hope you enjoy your trip. Please obey the forum rules. Violators are quickly expunged. Do MLMs count as religion? See item number 1. Why is this meaningful information for you? Enough to actually search about it? Unless your business in some way is religion. This information is irrelevant. True, but I actually don't have a problem answering. I'd just like to know the motivation. He did hint that he might have an interesting reason for asking but didn't follow through. Care to elaborate? Guess how I'm spending my Sunday morning. #MLM. Can I send you a PM about it tomorrow when my account is able to? Some of the members on your forum are quite annoying and reading their comments or forum policing with zero moderator powers, I might add, is nauseating. My motivation is curiosity. Based on your books you seem to be a polymath and those kind of people tend to have interesting spiritual beliefs. I have no intention on converting or debating or demonizing you regardless of your response. If you even choose to give one at all. Whatever it is, I'd definitely like to look more into it. Why does it need to be a PM? Why not just post it here? Renaissance man. Has a nice ring to it. I actually don't mind discussing politics or religion as long as people know how to reason and appreciate. But as we all know, most are too concerned with being right and not be wrong than being focused on critical thinking. MLM and religion. Lol, thought about it again and it clicked. If we're gonna go down the religion debate before MJ closes the thread, I'll throw out Buddhism making the most sense of all, at least the principles behind it. Be nice to all and keep to yourself. I bet he's not Christian, Muslim or Jewish. MJ is at his core a major nonconformist. MJ is not Negan. The following post is 8 years old but does briefly share his beliefs. Lol. Wow. What's MJ's favorite color? What music does he listen to? What toilet paper does he use? Gee. These questions need to be answered so that we can all better emulate him and thus, success is sure to follow. I wouldn't mind knowing what he uses for toilet paper. Is it true rich people use $100 bills? Dude. What are you thinking? Wealthy people don't wipe their own asses. Oops. My bad. That's right. They're already crap in cash. Everything except the Light paper question is answered here. Spy. Impressive. Please continue. That post was nearly a decade ago and a lot has changed since, so I wouldn't say that posting is entirely accurate how I feel now. I still, however, believe that Christian values WWJD were helpful as a guiding principle, and still are today. I'd elaborate further but, again, it would take more time to explain than I'm willing to spend ATM. Let's just say for now that I am not religious in any form, especially pertaining to dogmatisms, but I'm not atheist either. Over or under? MJ please, we must know. I see both sides of this. Belief systems are an important part of our journey when we first get into entrepreneurship. Shedding things such as making money is greedy and you will be bad to add value to people, and the more you give, the more you receive is one example. I joined this forum in 2011 completely atheist. In 2014, my first business took off and I quit my job, despite the fear of what if I fail. In October 2015, all of my apps crashed during an iOS ranking algorithm update and I took on some serious debt. Heart palpitations and night sweats led me to the hospital on many occasions that winter. If a problem can't be fixed at one level, it's time to dig deeper beneath the surface, to get to the root cause. I studied this a lot, and worked with hundreds of people helping them through struggles in their life the same. In my time, I realized that 99% of the things we deal with are solved at the third deepest level, the emotional level. But for that final 1% of things I can't break through with clients with. Taking on a spiritual or religious belief system helps us as business owners to help keep us emotionally aligned through the good and the bad times of our business. For me, I do so in the form of law of attraction, not the bullshit feel-good emotions mainstream one, but understanding that I can shape myself into a stronger person through events life or the universe throws my way. That the bad things that happen to me on the outside are a sign of something within myself to work through. And that sometimes really great things come out of nowhere in mysterious ways. It took installing a spiritual belief system for that to help me on my journey. Now, it has helped me with more than just balancing emotions. I now can sense vibes from people I just meet to see if they are people that are going to be important people in my lives, or just someone passing through. I had one guy I met who wanted to be a customer, but I just sensed right away he wasn't committed to the goals I help people with. Then, when I set the intent to make $2,000 to buy the plane tickets to travel through Europe last year, I saw a guy write something online and just felt a sense to message him. He paid me $2,000 for my services, because I acted on that. Most people on this forum don't agree with my personal beliefs, but it's fine because this is what works for me. For the original poster. While it's great to model success and develop the belief systems of people who already are where you want to be, another important element to this is what works for you. Does your belief system move you towards your business goals, or does it hinder you and hold you back? I have a friend who has a religious belief that money and greed is evil. Her religion is most important to her, so that belief works for her. But if she wanted to start a business, the question I would ask her: what beliefs work for you individually, what works for myself, or for MJ might not work for you? On the bright side, Fastlane did help to greatly improve my views and thinking processes on my own faith. Here are some insights I came upon as time went by after immersing in the Fastlane doctrine for some time, and thinking what it had to do with my faith. 1. Although Fastlane is a business strategy, it is, at its core, one based on providing value and focus on giving before receiving. Many religions, if not all, support this notion. 2. Not because religion is bad, but because of people, we are still weak and imperfect all the same, with fears and desires of our own. 3. Not every guru's path is the one that I should follow. And even behind every miracle or divine help, there is process. No process, no miracles. In my younger days, the hype was that you had to serve as a preacher or missionary to gain the best of blessings. Many kids were jumping onto that bandwagon, going for huge youth events or revolution seminars. Last I heard of them, they didn't even end up doing that. But that trend had immense societal pressures upon me. I barely escaped by making lots of excuses not to go. Which brings me to my next nugget. 4. Sure, any religion has rules and beliefs. But the paths we all take are different. No event will make me enhance my faith. No guru will make me improve my faith. Well, they can offer some nuggets, but ultimately there is no one doctrine fits all. I eventually found other believers who practiced different prayer habits. Some prayed all day. Some prayed only sporadically. Others, hardly. But they excelled in their own way. Same goes for my friends of other faiths. 5. Some argue that their religion is superior to one another. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. But the similarity between the most devout and benevolent of believers of all faiths is that they follow the similar process of discipline, value-focused execution and desire for self-education. I used to be very biased against those who didn't share my beliefs. Yes, there was a time when I believed that some evil spirit was blinding them. Today, I decide that probably we are our own evil spirits. We make our own decisions that can do more save us. So, I decided to appreciate others for things we can agree on, like morality and the common good. This is akin to the conflict between me and other slow laners. I find it more profitable to discuss on things we can all agree on like sales, workmanship and attributes related to a values queue. When there are similarities sides can all share, greener pastures seem non-existent. It's just different pastures. Different, not deficient. 6. Fastlane taught me to find my own answers, assess information, make mistakes and learn from them. This helped me a lot in my own faith. Slowly, but gradually, I began to be more able to identify which doctrine suited my situation, which route I should take, and which route I should not. I found myself distancing away from religious people who only knew about the backyard of the house, to get closer with more people who might not even have a faith, but knew far more than the backyard. Or in other words, I met people. And I never said this before, but it was my troubles with my own faith that also led me here, not only my troubles with Kiyosaki lol when I lost my girl to the mechanisms of the slow lane world. No religion could solve that for me. When one is hit with depression, one cannot make decisions right. So with my faith in the limbo, I went to look for answers. And I came here. Instead of fixed answers, I found a new blueprint. A better way of thinking. I went back to my faith, to whatever holy book and doctrine. Turns out, past all the influences of the gurus and the opinions of others, everything became clear. I was free to live my faith as I needed to. Freed from fearing societal pressures or dogmas. Fastlane is a mindset. I know religion is quite the spicy potato around here, but well, something has to be said. Fastlane improved my life even more than financial or business terms. It did something more. So, thank you again for giving me these insights that improved my faith. Based on that earlier thread above, I understand that being non-denominational is very beneficial as you get a holistic non-biased view of the faith. You aren't religious, but yet you have helped me even more than some religious folks. Questions like these are how forums become cults. Sent from my iPhone using TaperTalk. My guess is MJ is a deist, like myself. It's just a guess, so please don't give me grief if I'm incorrect. I'm not an atheist either. But when it comes to the argument of destiny or divine intervention versus free will, God or whatever higher power you believe in or to be true sets the board and leaves it to us to play the game or live our lives as we see fit. Our success or lack thereof is not predicated on God or higher power doing the work for us, but on our own efforts and ambition. All men read PC version. People are created equal, but that's where it ends. What we achieve or fail to achieve falls on each of our own shoulders, and not because some deity didn't answer our prayers or didn't give us what we wanted, like a kid at Christmas asking Santa for whatever his heart desires. Those are fantasies. The reality is that each of us alone is responsible for our own actions or inactions, and we are ultimately responsible for our destinies or fates. There is no fate but that which we make. John Connor, Terminator 2. Judgment Day. By out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance my head is bloody, but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how strait the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll, I am the master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul. We've had more than a few interesting and enlightening conversations in this area, some of which has actually been hinted at by both of us in various threads throughout the forum. I know many people, myself included, whom do not openly speak about beliefs, however still enjoy the discussion with certain company. As such, there are few opportunities to indulge. Perhaps a problem that needs solving. Unscription is my religion, sent from my iPhone using TaperTalk. Since when does God himself have a religion? He is the religion. On a more serious note, I remember there were some lines in and where he mentioned God and Christianity, so I assume he's a Christian unless he has changed it since. Also, in his videos on YouTube, he wears a cross, I remember. Anyway, Fastlane itself is a religion to me. How's your hustle coming along? Haven't seen updates from you for a while except funny jokes which made me lol hard every time. Is there a way you can turn your jokey personality into some hustle? Lol, I doubt that, but I've made a couple of sales, although considering the progress I could have made this year it's not too great. Heading in the right direction for 2018 though. I'm on the way to Calgary as I'm typing this. I believe we are in the same industry. Bioface made a good post on the last page of my thread, you should check that out. MJ is a god himself. And the one most likely to reject that musing is MJ. No aspirations to be elevated. His books are breadcrumbs left for those who come behind him. You'll note he doesn't sell seminars, even though he could. I told him to double the price of the Scottsdale meetup. He won't. He doesn't sell next level courses. His content is all laid bare in a $20 book and some free YouTube videos. He created the insiders for us, at our request. He puts his pants on one leg at a time, grocery shops, and deals with family stuff just like you and I do. Hell, he even refused to do a PR tour for the latest book he could have. He figured if people wanted it they would buy it, pull versus him promoting it push. MJ's no G_D. MJ's a guy that got some things right along a long journey, and then chronicled them for us to read. I know that no one asked me. But this is my toilet paper if you wanted to know. Removed, realized it fell under politics. In any case, it would be good if we can wear some sort of pendant like the cross but with MJ's symbol or face around our neck. I would buy that for $25 US. Looks like I was right. I knew it. He's probably believes in the god of Spinoza. That settles it, MJ is confirmed Illuminati. This forum is devolving into other once great forums. I petition to remove this thread as it serves no purpose other than to have I am right, you are wrong arguments. Let's focus on helping each other out, which is why I love this place. If it gets locked, it will just go quietly away. What are yours? I am sure it would, as it's probably very illuminating. Okay, cool. Maybe you should write a book about it one day. If you did, I'd pick up a copy. Since you're a math guy, Pythagoras would probably enjoy it. The mathematics woven into the universe is actually quite astounding, not to mention once you start looking into quantum physics, entanglement, etc. Bottom line, the more I investigate theological stuff with science, the more I feel my religion falls somewhere into this. This makes me a truther, where I feel all religions have value and truth, and each have prescribed ways of living honorably, peacefully, and happily. But each have also been perverted by mortal men and their thirst for power and influence through their use of dogma. Overall, I believe Christianity and Buddhism have great messages that align with my entrepreneurial philosophy and helped me tremendously over the years, so much so I enjoy their places of worship and reverence. Unfortunately, because religion is not a topic for discussion here, I now must close the topic. Hope this helps explain my religion or spiritual beliefs. Costco, Kirkland's best.